Hi everyone, it's time for another makeup basket video. This time it is actually a makeup basket for a week and a half. The reason behind that is that I've realized that I am actually repeating most of the products for quite a bit now because of my Project 30 pan, so I do not have too much items I can choose from. And to make this less boring, I figure if I upload those videos every other week, it might be easier for everybody. I don't have too many repeats. It's not like the same thing pretty much every single week. It's every other week I might actually have more progress, and it gives me more leniency as to what I can pick and choose from. So I decided to go with bi-weekly makeup baskets again for the upcoming few weeks. And as I progress through the items I'm using right now, I think I can add in more products and then I will go back to weekly makeup baskets. So for the time being, I decided to just pick and choose a few more items that are not part of Project Pan, because for some of the individual product types I have the option to not use a Project Pan item, because either the Project Pan item is already at a point where I know that I will definitely be reaching my intended goal for that product, or because I've already reached it actually. So I decided to add in more of those product types and stick with my Project Pan items for those product types where I have still Project Pan items to go with. For example, eyeshadows. I'm still working on my NYX Bronze Smoky Look kit. So that is definitely staying in for the next few weeks, because that's not going to change. I want to use it up, and I need to use it up. So that is going to stay. However, there are other product types that I can switch up, and I'm going to do exactly that thing for the for this makeup basket and in the near future. Now, the first product that I usually use in the morning, or among the first products, is my Lush Lip Service Lip Balm. I just use this to hydrate my lips. Then I'm using my Smashbox Photofinish All-Free Foundation Primer. This is a small sample size with 0.25 fluid ounces or 7.1 milliliters. Now, this is a teeny tiny guy, but foundation primer usually lasts quite a long time because you don't need that much. So this is going to last me for the next week and a half for sure, if not longer. For foundation, I am still using my Catrice Even Skin Tone Beautifying Foundation in 005 Even Ivory. I have to say I quite like this foundation. I will upload a review of this one soonish. I just have one more application method that I would like to try and see how that would last over the day. And then I will tell you what I think about it. For concealers, I am using these three here. The first one is a pretty obvious choice. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. Concealer, I use this for my under eye area, but I use this on top of another concealer type product, and this is the Little Benefit Stay Don't Stray sample. This is technically a primer for concealers and eyeshadows. I use this for my under eye concealer only, and this has a tint to it. And for all the other areas I would like to conceal, I'm using my Catrice Camouflage Cream in 010 Ivory. As you can see, this has quite a bit of a dip going. To powder my face, I'm using my Catrice Color Correcting Mattifying Powder. This is in 010 Delicate Blossom, and this is just really a multicolored powder. It doesn't leave a cast really on my skin. I have it on my middle finger here. Doesn't leave a white cast on my skin once I properly use a powder brush. And it actually does a good job at color correcting. And then for blushes, I have quite a few I can choose from because I have reached quite a bit of a goal with my Project Pan items. So I have this one here. This is my Catrice Cream to Powder Blush in Coral All. This was part of a limited edition, so this is no longer available, and I want to use this up because it is getting kind of old. Then I'm also using this little duo here. This is my FDG Duo Blush in Lynne. It has a cream blush over here. It's a very dark orangey shade, and then I have a lighter orangey powder blush right here. Then I have my MNY Blush in 301. This is a nice shimmery corally shade, and I have this on my cheeks today. Then I also decided to try and use this one here. This is my MAC blush in Style. This is a warmer peachy corally shade with shimmer. And last but not least, I'm using my Benefit Powda Wowza again. This is actually a limited edition box with 2 of the Benefit blushes and their Hoola bronzer. The blushes are Bella Bamba and Coralista up here. As a highlight, I'm still using this one here. This is my MNY Highlight in 701. This is a yellowy golden highlight. Now this leads me to my eyeshadows. I have 2 single eyeshadows right here. This one is MAC's Browndown and this one is a BEC pigment which I pressed myself. This is in PYT. Now PYT is a almost metallic-y rose gold, champagne color, and Browndown is a almost matte dark brown. Next up is my NYX Bronze Smoky Look kit. This is an eyeshadow palette with 9 bronzy shades. I have quite a bit of progress in this and I will show you the progress in my upcoming Project 30 pan update, which will be out next week, I believe Wednesday. So I will not spoil anything right now, but let me tell you, I have made quite some progress here. And what I did with this, we went to my aunt and uncle's 25th wedding anniversary and my aunt's 50th birthday a few days ago, and I wanted to take this one because we were out of town for a night. And I decided that since I did not have a highlight shade in this palette, I would use one of the empty palettes, and I depotted part of my MAC Floof eyeshadow into this palette so that I would not have to carry the single eyeshadow, and also moved part of my cream highlighter shade into another empty pan in this one, and that actually was a great idea. I saw this at the I think Kathrin's channel of Tarte aux Fraises. She does that when she's panning a palette. She just adds single eyeshadows to the empty pans, and that way she has one palette that she can work with, which I think is a very great idea. I'm going to link her channel and the video where she talked about that in the info box. But yeah, I still have a bit of my MAC Floof eyeshadow in here, so I'm not going to show you this individually, it's in here. And then I'm working with quite a few pigments the upcoming week and a half. I have my BEC pigment in Gossip, and this is just a darker teal shade with golden reflex. It's very nice and I need to work on this a little more. Then I also have my P2 loose eyeshadow from the Sun City limited edition. This was quite a while ago. This is in 010 Miami, and this is a nice bronzy golden shade. I like this a lot, but I need to use it more. And then I have my 3 samples of the unique mineral pigments. This one here is in Confident. It is a darker brown. It's very nice on my eyelids. This one is in Sexy. This is a nice pinky cream shade. There's a very nice lid shade, but it's also nice for the inner corner, or even if you apply it sparingly as a brow bone highlight. And then I have the pigment in Gorgeous. This is it. There's not much left in this one. This is a golden shade that is very nice. It's almost a little bit of a orangey pinky golden. It's hard to describe. And yeah, I will try to use actually this one up within the upcoming week. With the other 2 I do not know. And then as a brow bone highlight, I'm using my Ivory Mono eyeshadow in number 20, Warm Vanilla. This is a nice cream shade that is matte, and it is a nice highlight for every day. Then I'm using my Catrice eyeshadow souffle in Yes I Would. This was a limited edition which has been out for, I don't know, it came out in 2012, so it's long gone. It is a nice champagne shade. I've moved this to the side here so you can see it better. It is a wonderful shade. It works as a base, but it also gives a little bit of a color, so I can use this for either an eyeshadow or a base. For eyeliners, I'm still working on this one here. This is the Shiseido dual-ended eye pencil in Desert Dust, Desert Obscure. It has a darker brown shade right here on this side, and it has my waterline shade right here. This is just a slightly shimmery cream shade. It is very nice, both sides. I like them a lot, and they are very versatile. As an eyeliner for my tight line, I'm using my Manhattan Exact eyeliner in True Black. This, as you can see, is almost gone. So, I'll probably be a bit sad about that. And if I want a bit of color, I'm using my MAC PowerPoint eye pencil in Blue Noon. Now, this was part of a limited edition called Surf Baby. And it is a very nice teal shade. And for mascaras, I still have my two usual mascaras. I have the Maybelline Lash Sensational Waterproof Mascara. I'm not too much of a fan of this because it does not always do much for my eyelashes. This is a very, very iffy product for me, so I'm not too much of a fan, honestly, but I'm gonna use this up. And then I also have my Lancome Hypnose Drama in Excessive Black. This is a very nice mascara, honestly. For my eyebrows, I am still using two products. I am using my Catrice Eyebrow Stylist in number 020 Date with Ashton. I like this one a lot. This is just one swipe. This is a very ashy color. It is probably a tad bit too dark for me if I'm not careful when I apply it. But I like this one a lot because it is very easy to apply and the color is a good match. And on the back end it has a little bit of a spoolie going. And over that, especially if I've been too heavy-handed with the Catrice eyebrow pencil, I am using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Tinted Brow Gel in Blonde. For lips, I have a few products going still. I'm not making as much progress as I would like to, so this is very disappointing for me. I have my Benefit Benetint Rose Tinted Lip and Cheek Stain. This actually I made some progress with, in part because I accidentally spilled a little bit. I dropped the bottom part after I had unscrewed it when we were at my aunt and uncle's 25th anniversary. So I lost a bit of product then, but I've also started to use this not only on my lips but also as a cheek tint. If I use this before I apply my foundation, this actually works quite well. Over my foundation it never did much, but if I apply this carefully before my foundation, after my primer, this actually is quite nice. And then I'm still working on my Urban Decay Lip Junkie in Naked. This is just a tiny sample size, and the reason why I probably have not used this one up yet is that I'm still trying to figure out a possible dupe for this, so that I will not have to go without it, because I quite like the shade on my lips. Then I'm also using my Revlon Color Burst Lip Butter in Peach Parfait. Now this one suffered a bit in the heat with the last few weeks, but this is just a nice rosy peachy shade, and this is pretty much my lips but better. So yeah, I need to use this up because with the heat it really suffered. And when I want to do something that is very easy, I use my Catrice Beautifying Lip Smoother in number 020 Apricot Cream. This is a nice shade. It is a tad bit lighter than my lips, but it really hydrates them, and it seems to smooth them out a bit more, so it's actually nice for on the go. I forgot my Benefit Some Kind of Gorgeous foundation in medium. Now, you might have noticed that medium is obviously way too dark for me. I'm trying to pan this, however, because I just want to get rid of it. I do not want to have this in my collection, so I use this as a bronzer whenever I have more time to do my makeup. So there is that. And lastly, my perfumes for the next few days. I have these ones here. These are cards that came with my Sephora order in May, I believe. So I'm going to try to use these up as soon as possible. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 perfumes, so it's pretty much 7 days. And once I've used these up, I'm going to pick and choose from my other perfume samples. I have these 4 here. They are Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, then Nest Find fragrances in White Sandalwood, Hugo Boss Eau de Toilette for Women, and I have Gucci Guilty here. I'm going to use these ones, and should that not be enough, I also have my Invisable Parfum. This was it for my weekly makeup basket. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys with part 4, I believe, in my Catrice makeup series soon. Bye!